What is happening, people? It is Brian, Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and no, I am not dead. I've just been sick. I've been very, very sick for a little bit over a month. I have not been in society. I've not been in my gym. My gym is actually closed down. I have not worked out. I've not been able to do anything other than bodyweight stuff just because of how ill I have been. Now, as I'm sure you guys can tell, I am still not over that hump and I'm not ready to make videos quite yet, but this past month has been one of the most life-changing months of my entire life. So I do want to fill you guys in on what has been going on because I know I've been just radio silent for a while, but I really have a lot of exciting news, some good, some bad, some crazy, but that is going to be a different video entirely. What this video today is going to be all about, number one, is to remind you guys that I do still sell strength programs. So if you guys have been waiting to buy a strength program, or you know that you're gonna be off the gym for a little bit here and you're gonna start back up and you can't go back to your normal thing, you wanna start something all new, then what you should do is buy a strength program from me because currently it is my only form of income. Now guys, that said, I know a lot of you are in the exact same position where you do not have income coming in, or you don't even have a gym, or you don't have a plan of when you're ever gonna be able to work out again, and that is completely fine, guys. I'm just saying that if you guys have been sitting on waiting to buy a program or not, right now would probably be a really, really awesome time. And of course, the second reason why we're doing this is to slow the amount of emails that are coming in from all kinds of individuals telling me how terrified that they are that they're going to lose all of their gains because they have not been to the gym for a week. People, here is the truth of the matter. You need to look at this virus thing the exact same way you look at tweaking your back. Yes, you've been off the gym for 1 week, and that seems like a lot because it's not something that you're used to. However, if you hurt your back and you're currently in a situation you're going, no, I'm not ready to go back to the gym yet, my back still hurts, you're doing the exact same thing. This is gonna happen numerous times throughout your lifting career. It may not because of a virus taking over the world. It very well could because you tweaked your knee, you tweaked your back, you tweaked your elbow, you need to take a couple weeks vacation. You just need to take some time off the gym. And guys, it is not a big deal. Like I already told you, I haven't lifted for literally over a month, and I probably won't be able to for at least another couple weeks. And I am not in the slightest bit worried about going back. I'm going to be able to get all that back, guys. Your muscle memory picks up very, very quickly, and you're going to be completely fine. So please, keep the panic to a minimum. It's not a big deal, but what I thought I would do is just share with you guys some push-up activities. I'm gonna try to share with you guys a bunch of strength stuff that you can do at home with nothing more than your body weight. But for today, I just wanna focus on the push-up because of the number of people that have told me that they're afraid of getting their pecs saggy in a week's worth of atrophy. But just like with every other tough situation in the world, you need to do what you can with what you have when you can and just get through it as best as possible. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 different workouts today that you can do with nothing but push-ups. So I'm assuming most of you have push-ups at your house. If you do not have push-ups at your house, just go outside, you'll find plenty of push-ups there. So the very first workout that I wanna talk to you guys about is called the push-up clock challenge. Now, the reason why it is called the clock challenge is because you are going to be mimicking the hands of a clock. So just get to an open area and imagine in front of you that you are on top of a really big clock face. Once you have that in your mind, what I want you to do is get down into a push-up type of pose in the 12 o'clock position on the clock. Now, since you are on the 12, why don't you go ahead and perform 12 push-ups. Now, without breaking the push-up position, just walk your hands over to the left to the 11 o'clock position. Once you're there, perform 11 push-ups. Once you're done, walk yourself over the 10 o'clock position, perform 10, then go to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way around the clock. When you have returned back to the 12, if you have not broken push-up position, that means you did 78 total push-ups for that workout. Now, 78 push-ups to some people sounds like an insurmountable goal, and that's gonna take you a long while to build up to. And there's other people who hear about 78 push-ups and they're like, what else do I do? So if you are in the more advanced group and 78 push-ups does not sound like much, what I want you to do is the 24-hour clock challenge, which basically you start at the 12 o'clock position again, and you perform your 12 push-ups. Once you're done those 12 push-ups, what I want you to do is instead of moving left, you are going to move right to the 1 o'clock position, but since we are on a 24-hour clock, now that is 1,300 hours. So now you have 13 push-ups. Move on to the 2 o'clock position, 1,400 hours. Now you have 14 push-ups. So you start at the 12 o'clock position, you have 12 push-ups, 13 push-ups, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. If you finish up to the 24 hour, that means that you will have done 234 push-ups in that amount of time without breaking push-up position. And I don't care how strong or how in good of shape you are, that should be some form of challenge to you. Now, the second push-up workout I want to talk about takes advantage of the Tabata protocol. If you do not know what that is, all that simply means is you're going to do 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest or something else, and you do that 8 total times or 4 minutes. So it just breaks up that 30 seconds into periods. Now, all that I want you to do is get in front of a running clock, and for your first 20 seconds, I want you to choose a push-up variation that is particularly tough for you. So for me, I'm just gonna throw in a close grip push-up here. So when the clock starts, I'm gonna perform as many close grip push-ups as I possibly can in 20 seconds. Now, once that clock ticks over for my 10 seconds of rest, I can choose the rest if I'm more of a beginner, but since it's only push-ups, I'm probably gonna roll over and do some sort of core exercise. So in this example, I'm gonna do 20 seconds of close grip push-ups to 10 seconds of hollow rocks. Now, I'm gonna vacillate between those two back and forth for a total of 8 times, and that should take me 4 total minutes. Once that 4 minutes is done, I'm gonna take a 1-minute rest to shake out my arms, get a little sip of water, and prepare for the next block. Now for my second 4-minute block of Tabata exercises, I'm gonna choose a push-up variation that is still tough for me, but a little bit easier than that first variation. So for this, I'm just gonna choose something like a deficit push-up. Now, if you're not at your gym, so you can't stack up some bumper plates or some nice jerk blocks or something like that, just stack up a couple books or anything else that's gonna give you a little bit of height. So for this, what I'm gonna do is 20 seconds of as many deficit push-ups as I possibly can, followed by 10 seconds of something like a V sit-up or some other core exercise that you particularly like. Now again, I'm jumping between the two of these 8 total times for 4 minutes of work, and then I'm gonna take 1 more minute of rest. Now, at this point in your workout, your chest is gonna be shot. I know you don't think it's going to be. It's only been 8 minutes really that you've been doing any type of work. Your chest is going to be absolutely destroyed. So for this third one, all that I'm going to do is just regular push-ups or something even easier than regular push-ups. You can go on your knees if you're absolutely destroyed at this point. But for right now, I'm gonna do 20 seconds of as many regular push-ups as I possibly can, and I'm not even gonna worry about a core exercise here. I'm just simply going to hold that plank position for my rest. If you need to break that for your rest, go ahead, but for this, particularly, I'm just gonna go 20 seconds of push-ups, 10 seconds of rest in the plank position, and I'm gonna follow that up for 8 total rounds, 4 minutes, and that completes the workout. It should take you about 15 total minutes, and trust me, your chest is going to be absolutely blown out. You're not gonna be able to wash your hair today. The third workout I wanna talk about is called the push-up challenge, and it's something that I have talked about literally since about 2006, and I actually stole it from an article in T Nation about 10 years prior to that. So this has been around for a very, very long time. It is not original to me, but I know a lot of people have copied this off of me in the recent past, but it's not even mine, guys. All you're gonna do is start in the standing position. You're going to drop down to the ground and perform 1 push-up. Once you have done that 1 push-up, you're gonna stand back up. Then you're gonna drop back down, do 2 push-ups. Then you're gonna stand back up. Then 3, stand back up, 4, stand back up. You can work up to whatever number you would want. If you get up to a certain number and you decide that you wanna work your way back down, you can absolutely do that. This is kind of a choose your own adventure workout, and you make it as tough as you want to. The only thing that I will say about it is if you are doing the traditional push-up challenge like we do at my gym, there is no rest between the reps. You have enough rest from when you stand back up to take maybe like, and then you need to drop back in and go again. So if you're on number 15, getting ready to do number 16, and you stand back from 15, you have maybe 2-3 breaths, and you need to start dropping back in for your 16 rep. Do not be spending a minute, minute and a half between trying to get this. That's not what it's about. It's literally just trying to plow through, get as far as you can. If you hit a stopping point, work your way back down. This is another one, very short amount of time to do a lot of work, and it will absolutely destroy your chest. All right, so the fourth workout I want to talk about today, you are going to need a running clock, and again, those push-ups. So all that you're gonna do is for 90 seconds, a minute and a half, you are going to perform as many push-ups as you possibly can. Now, you can do this, whatever variations you'd like, or just regular push-ups, knock yourself out, make it as challenging for you as it needs to be. But once you get done 90 seconds of as many reps as possible, you're going to take 90 seconds rest to recover. As soon as that 90 seconds is done, now you have 60 seconds to do as many push-ups as possible, followed by 60 seconds of rest, and then 30 seconds of work followed by 30 seconds of rest. The entire round takes 6 minutes. So I would recommend doing 1 to 2 rounds of this. You can change variations between your rounds, do whatever you want, but trust me, doing 90 seconds and 90 seconds rest, it's amazing how much longer the work period seems compared to the rest period. You guys are gonna find that out very, very quickly. But again, really, really quick, easy way to knock out your chest in a 12 to 20 minute workout. You can absolutely destroy yourself. All right, and finally, the 5th push-up workout that I wanna talk to you guys about today is going to be an every minute on the minute countdown. So how high you start on this, what number you begin with is gonna completely be determined by how advanced you are. But let's just start here at the beginning and say that you are an absolute beginner and 10 push-ups is very, very tough for you. Then where you're gonna begin is on minute 1, you're gonna do 10 push-ups, and then you have the remainder of that minute to rest. So if you get 10 push-ups done in 5 seconds, you have 55 seconds of rest before you need to go again. But as soon as that second hand hits 12 again, it is time for your reps. And now you are down to 8 reps because again, we are doing countdown. You did 10 reps, got the remainder of the minute to rest. Now you have 9 reps, you get the remainder of the minute to rest. Next minute's gonna be 8 reps and then the remainder of the minute. Then 7 reps and the remainder of the minute. So again, if you started with 10 reps, this probably is not gonna be very tough for you. However, if you start out with something like 15 reps, more of an intermediate type of thing, that means minute 1, you have to do 15 push-ups. Minute 2, you have 14, 13, 12, 11. Now that doesn't sound like much, but believe me, that is going to count up quick. Now, of course, your reps are counting down, so you are gaining a little bit of time on that minute, but at the same time, you are getting more and more fried, so it's kind of like chasing your tail. It is a really, really rough thing. If you are an advanced individual and you want to start at something like 30 push-ups or 25 push-ups, I would highly recommend starting a little bit lower than you're thinking, because if you do 30 push-ups, that means, say you get that done in 30 seconds, you have 30 seconds to rest. Now you have 29, and then 28, and 27, and 26, and that is gonna add up very, very quickly. So the more advanced you are, obviously you wanna start with a higher number, and the longer the workout is going to be. So do a little bit of trial and error. I will tell you, if you are a 300 to 400 pound bencher, I would probably tell you starting around 20 reps in your first minute is probably about where you wanna be. If you're more than that, start more. If you're less than that, start less, act accordingly. But this is absolutely a great way to just build, number 1, your work capacity, number 2, your muscle endurance, but number 3, it's a good way to work your chest when you have 0 benches to be found. All right, so there you guys go. There are 5 strength workouts that you guys can do at your home with nothing more than just your body weight. Trust me, these are going to make you a lot more sore than you're thinking, and they're going to be a lot tougher than you were thinking. I will try to be putting out more of these for other body parts, lower body, upper body, conditioning, pull-ups, all types of things like that. I will try to do them as I'm starting to feel better. But first, guys, I am going to do a kind of where have I been video explaining all these huge changes that just happened in my life. But if you guys are interested in a program, remember, that's what makes these things possible. All these videos, everything that goes on, it all based off of the program. So guys, I thank you so much. If you are looking for that, please email me at neversate@gmail.com. I'll be sure to get back to you. We'll work it all out. It will be great. If not a big deal, guys. I hope you are surviving all of this great, and I hope your loved ones are staying safe. Remember, it is not about you and if you feel healthy. It's about who you're gonna give that to. And trust me, your grandma does not need it, and an immune compromised individual does not need this. So even if someone looks healthy on the outside, does not necessarily mean that they are healthy on the inside. And if I were to get something like that, it would be a very, very dicey situation for me. So I just need to be careful, and I hope you guys are being careful too. I will try to get back to doing regular videos as soon as I can, but guys, I am not dead. I thank you so much for staying with me, all the support. If you do want a program, let me know. Otherwise, I will catch you guys later in the week. Go out to something amazing in your lives. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other, especially right now. I'll see you then.